Hi, crafty friends. You guys, I was at the antique store and there was this really tall corner shelf that was a bunny rabbit. It was the cutest thing. And I thought, you know what? We could totally make something like this with Dollar Tree stuff. So what I did was I scored the back of this. I don't want this to be cut in half, but I want to fold it. And you'll see, I just kind of kept scoring it and then I would bend it just a little bit. And then again, because I didn't want it to snap all the way. So once I got it kind of bent a little bit, I was like, okay, perfect. And then I was like, well, I need to cut the shelf. So I grabbed out some paper and I just started with this. I thought this would be a lot easier to make a template rather than just trying to do it measuring and all of that. It was just easier with the template. So I just kind of set it how I wanted the bunny to sit and then just started winging it from there. I cut as far back in as I needed and then I fold it in half and then I just kind of measure, side to side how wide I need because it's going to be kind of rounded. And so it was just kind of trial and error that I did. I'd cut a little bit and then try it again, a little bit more. And then once I got it to where I pretty much wanted it, I used one of the Dollar Tree rounds and just measured the two sides out and just, scored my line on there and then went in with the box cutter and finished up the job there. So I like cutting these. They're super easy. I really need to change the blade in that because I probably wouldn't need to go across it so many times. All right, so once that's all cut, I grabbed a couple of the Jenga blocks and we're going to use those kind of like as shelf supports. So I just hot glued those and then we'll use, hot glue on the other side to put it into place in the bunny. And you guys, I was thinking about, again, I didn't want this to snap right in half. I needed it to stay. And so I was thinking about, maybe once I get this part in, maybe I need to reinforce the back a little bit. So what I decided to do was once the shelf dried in there, I just put a bead of hot glue down that back side just to make sure everything would hold really well. And I think that will be great. So now I need to cover up these holes and then add a little spackling in there because we're going to paint this whole thing. And what I decided to do was I have this acrylic paint that I don't have very much of and I love it. It's kind of like a light brown tan color. And so I just ended up once I got to this spackling all done, then I added a little water to it. So it kind of turned out to be more like a stain paint rather than a paint and rather than a stain. So once I got all that shook up there, I just kind of put it into my little cup there and then just started painting it on. And you guys, if you get too much on, no worries, just grab a little paper towel and just kind of wipe it back off. But I thought this color underneath would be really cool because what I want to do is I want to antique this. I want it to look like super chippy paint, like it's been around a long time. Obviously, my sponge trick that we've used before, it's not going to work because it's rounded. So I grabbed out a wood shim. You can see I've used this many times. And I just kind of paint onto the wood shim. And then I just kind of start going along. Now, it's okay if you want a whole bunch, just smush it down in that area. And look how cute she is. Look, I love it. All right, friends, thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to follow for more.